What's going on? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, night, whatever. Getting to a video a little bit later in the day. But we've got some things we want to talk about. I want to talk about what I think is probably the two best sets to invest in the past year, I would say, because they're pretty much both came out in the last year. On top of that, TikTok caution, just a little caution notification, and then some really cool weird errors that I haven't seen anybody talk about or mention that are in Paradox Rift that I think are really cool. I didn't even Google these or look into them. Might be super common, but I thought I would share them. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. There's been a lot of talk about Crown Zenith, or maybe not even enough talk about Crown Zenith. Crown Zenith, in my opinion, is one of the best sets that we've seen in the last 2 years. I think that it was the pinnacle of Sword and Shield. I think that Crown Zenith deserves a lot more respect than Evolving Skies. I think that there are really good pull rates. There's a lot of amazing artworks, a lot of alternate arts. The vast majority of alternate arts, in my opinion, the vast majority of them came from Crown Zenith, because all of the Galarian Gallery cards are truly alternate art cards, and there was over like 30 or 40 of those. There were a lot of them. I want to say like 47, but I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know. But Crown Zenith was an amazing set. When this set came out, I freaked out and I FOMO'd into it the same way that I did into 151, and I have zero regrets about it. We opened a ton of stuff. We did get some wholesale deals, which was really, really great. At that time, TikTok was not doing deals for this stuff the way that it's doing for 151, and we're going to get into that in a minute. But this is just an amazing set. On the back, it shows you the products. This was one of the boxes I bought right when the set came out. I love the colors. I love Lucario on the front. Sometimes I do think there are points to be awarded to the stylistic design of certain products like the ETBs. For 151, totally agree. This is one of the best designs ever. The hollow foil on the 151, the Snorlax, the little silhouette 151 original Pokemon pattern. It looks phenomenal. This is such a good looking product. I don't think I'll ever regret buying a 151 product. And so I really think they're neck and neck. And this is despite the fact that I like 151 a lot more. I will give a lot of credit and a lot of praise to Crown Zenith, because Crown Zenith changed everything for Sword and Shield. All Sword and Shield long, we'd had, you could get a couple alternate arts. Crown Zenith was really the only set in Sword and Shield that I opened that I actually got nice alternate art gold cards. I actually got some really nice cards. It's also home to one of my absolute favorite cards. This card came back, bear with me guys, this card came back with a fantastic grade. Let's see if I can find it. Where is it? Bear with me guys. Hold on. This card came back in a fantastic grade. I gotta see if I can find it real quick. Where is it? There it is. It's up there. Okay, so I've got a couple of my favorite cards from this set. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I am in a slight rush. I do have to get to work, but I'm gonna get these down anyways because it's important. It's important that we talk about them. That slab just fell onto my leather chair. Thank God it fell onto my leather chair and not the floor. That would have been awkward. But these are some of my favorite cards in the set. There are more cards in the set that I like as well. One of them I don't even own, which is the Mewtwo fighting with the Charizard, which is kind of a mirrored view of the original alt art we see where Charizard and Mewtwo are fighting, and that is in the Charizard UPC, which is directly behind me. You can see half of it, this white box right here, featuring Charizard. But here are some of my favorite arts from Crown Zenith. And this does not make Crown Zenith amazing. Crown Zenith is amazing right now because it's super undervalued right now. You can still get it at retail or even below retail with TikTok deals, or if you have a good deal with a distributor. But these are some amazing artworks. This is the reason why I think it's a hard set to beat, because honestly, even though this set is undervalued right now, that makes it even better because you can acquire a lot of these cards that are just an amazing way to start your collection for very cheap. Now, some of these are from my CGC submission and some are from a PSA submission, but they're still beautiful nonetheless. We've got Entei here. That got a 9, but we've got Entei here. It's just absolutely beautiful. This card is a sub $20 card right now. Like, what? Like So when these came out, I just thought that these cards were going to skyrocket. The artwork is amazing. The Pokemon that are chosen for these arts are amazing. That's the Entei. Here's the Raikou. In case you're new, a lot of you are very familiar with Crown Zenith that are going to be following this channel. But if you're not familiar with Crown Zenith, I urge you to look at some of these because the legendary dogs have always been staples in this hobby. They've always been amazing. And in my opinion, this Suicune is honestly one of the best alt arts of all of Sword and Shield. I have a very jaded, strong opinion about that. I bought several of these Suicune and have since sold them all. But this is the only one that I have left, this CGC10. And honestly, like, this is just, it's a gorgeous card. It's absolutely beautiful. I should have just kept them in the binder. I don't know why I had to get these graded. I should just kept them in the binder. And that's another thing. Like, the set is so cheap. Build out a binder for Crown Zenith. It's so worth it. You are not going to regret it. But this is probably by far my favorite card from Crown Zenith. This one did come back PSA 10. But it's still super cheap. You can get it super cheap in a PSA 10 too. Features all these amazing Pokemon that are also featured in some alt arts with this set. It's phenomenal. You've just got Pikachu jumping out there. I thought this was the best secret rare I've seen in such a long time. It's a phenomenal card. But anyways, yeah, a lot to offer in Crown Zenith. Right now you can get ETBs for 35 bucks. You can get them even cheaper than that with TikTok deals. I had to get these for $50. I had to get them for $45 when this set came out. Does it even have 9 packs? Oh, it has 10 booster packs. Okay, because the ETBs now, I believe 151 has 9. Yeah, 151 has 9. I love Crown Zenith, and I think just for the fact that you are most likely going to pull something really cool out of Crown Zenith makes it a stronger overall buy probably than anything else in the Sword and Shield era. But the reason I include that and 151 is because I really think they're neck and neck. Even though 151 is still a pricey set, you're seeing some incredible deals on TikTok. And it's just such a fresh set. It should not already be going that cheap. UPC is dropping down to like $70, $68. Then you get a TikTok coupon code on top of that, get it even less. My mind is blown right now. And moving into that, again, I do think 151 is probably my favorite set for Scarlet and Violet. I do think that Crown Zenith and 151 are both incredible places to park some money and also to start building a collection because they're both really, really fun, good sets. 151, if you don't know, everyone should know by now, but 151, if you don't know, has all of the original Pokemon, whereas Crown Zenith has just a nice hodgepodge of all kinds of different Pokemon in there. Another favorite of mine that isn't in here, though, is the Deoxys card. The Deoxys cards, because I think there's different, there's 2 different versions in Crown Zenith. They're just phenomenal. Like, I could still keep opening Crown Zenith, honestly. It's a great set to open. There's just a lot of positives behind Crown Zenith, and I think it's just going to be a waiting game for that set. And same for 151. So I think those are 2 sets that people should be trying to focus on more than anything. I would say Celebrations, but Celebrations has those kind of cheesy stamps on the cards. And while I do like Celebrations, and I have those graded above me as well, I just don't think it's a specialty set that's worth mentioning in comparison to Crown Zenith and 151. And with 151 getting so cheap, even more of a reason to grab it, because if you happen to pull any of those 3 big alt arts in 151, Venusaur, Blastoise, Charizard, or let's just throw in Zapdos there and Erica's Invitation, either way, you're going to be getting some serious value back out of that product. And it's fairly easy to pull those because it's a fairly small set. But anyways, moving forward, if you are trying to get good deals on those, yesterday I talked about the TikTok deals that are going on right now and how awesome those are. But I want to, in this next part of the video, caution you guys. If you are buying stuff on TikTok, please do your due diligence. Don't be like me and end up getting so excited. Like, I still make mistakes like I made when I first started collecting. I still see a deal on something and think, maybe no one's seen it yet. maybe no one's seen it yet. I can get the first mover advantage and buy a bunch of product for super cheap. There was some Evolving Skies product, and I'm very grateful for this community for letting me know on this. I was looking to buy from a certain seller and was told in my Discord that that seller was selling resealed products. So be very cautious, be very careful. I did end up canceling the order. Now I'm gonna have to wait and figure all that out. But be very careful who you're buying from on there. The first products that I bought from, I bought a 151 UPC for like $70 with tax, and I bought a Yokohama Pikachu World Championship deck that's in Japanese. I bought that for like 152. I got those, they were really good deals, and both of those have already confirmed and have shipped out. So, and they're from sellers that have sold thousands of items already. That's a great way to go when a seller already has credibility, and even that doesn't guarantee that something isn't going to go wrong with your order. It's just a little bit peace of mind when you're buying on such a new platform that people aren't quite used to as a shopping platform. I mean, for me especially, I'm getting used to TikTok, and it's going to take some time. So I just wanted to caution you guys, if you are looking at really good deals, someone made a really good point in my Discord, simple but fundamental. If it's too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. Like, don't trust that you're getting a half off market price deal on something unless the seller is super legit and they have an overstock of that product and they have the credibility and the sales reputation and feedback to back it up. On TikTok, you'll notice that there's reviews of products that people leave. And so it's very sketchy when you're looking at a seller that's selling something for way below what everybody else is selling it for, and they have no reviews, very little sales. It's hard to go off that, and you don't want to be a guinea pig. You don't want to be the person testing things out. So yeah, I just wanted to leave you guys with that. I do need to get into work. I just wanted to share one more thing with you guys, beyond just that I think Crown Zenith and 151 are phenomenal buys, and also if you are looking to buy these sets, because I do think both of them are the sets to be buying right now. I think they're both awesome, and specialty sets are just fun because usually you're gonna get something out of a specialty set. You could open a main set and pull through a lot of junk until you get to those chase cards. What I like about some of these specialty sets is that they're very well rounded. Like, I know some of you are going to completely agree with me on this. Like, they're very well rounded in terms of you've got a good number of chase cards in those sets. So Elekid and their smaller sets, so it's easier to get those chase cards. So with Paradox Rift, I don't know, you guys have probably already noticed this, but I thought this was pretty cool. And a while back I did a little video about sorting through your bulk for error cards. And so I did that today, looking for stuff to potentially give away to people that buy stuff on eBay or whatever. Just something fun, something unique, something different. And while these, I'm likely assuming, because this was kind of an error that we saw with the Diamond and Pearl era cards, 2009, 2010 era cards. We saw a lot of errors that were like this, where it had an energy symbol but no energy there. So we have a couple examples right here out of my stack of Paradox Rift. These are the only ones that I saw, but you guys might not notice immediately. I had a Magby that I ended up signing and tossing in with an order today, but I had a Magby that didn't have the energy either. Look at this. Weird. So these are error cards that are just, you know, energyless error cards. And while it might be like, oh, is this content worthy stuff? I don't know. It's kind of cool. If you have Paradox Rift, if you've opened Paradox Rift, it might be worth going into your Paradox Rift and just looking and seeing if you have any of these kinds of error cards, or maybe they just screwed up. Even with all the modern printing facilities and all the new tech they have, they're still screwing up printing cards, and we're getting massive errors like these. Now, if this isn't a big error, please guys, let me know if I opened a box. I need to check my Paradox Rift binder and see if I have more of these energy error cards. But I did give one today away, and that's when I noticed it. Yeah, I just think it's really cool and wanted to share with you guys, especially with the Elekid. I just like that. I like this Pokemon, and it's like an error card, but this could be a super common thing. The Elekid, the Magby, and the Mantike were the only ones I saw it on, though. I went through all of my Paradox Rift bulk, and I didn't see it on any of the other ones, so it doesn't seem like it's a super common error, but I'll have to go into my binder and check my duplicate Alekids and Mantikes and see if they have the exact same. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna grab my binder right now. And go ahead and see if I have more of these error cards. Like yeah, the print quality looks fine on a lot of these cards. Like, I really, yeah, that was an error. That's a genuine error. I'm hoping. Oh no, I think it was with some of the baby Pokemon. Because look, Magby right here again doesn't have the energy right there. So that's pretty funny that it doesn't specify. And I wonder if you can't use it in the actual game because it doesn't specify that energy. I'm looking through. Yeah, we got my Mantike right here. So this is a common error, guys, but still something cool that I noticed that most people might not notice. See if there's any other ones. I feel like Minun and Plusle could have had those same errors because they're kind of like little babies. Yeah, so far I don't see anywhere else. So Mantike, Magby, and Alekid. Yeah, I'm looking through all these and not a single other one. I just wanted to be really thorough about it and just see if it was just those. So just that little batch, I think, had printing errors. Either that or the cards that I got, they just had errors from. Because I believe they probably all came from the same box. Maybe not. Yeah, no, from here I'm not seeing any more of those errors. I'm going to keep looking through everything else, my illustrations, see if there's any errors that I would notice on my illustration cards. Nope, that's pretty much right about everything. So, alright guys, that pretty much wraps it up. I just thought that was kind of cool. But anyways, Crown Zenith, 151, both fantastic pickups. If you're looking for the holidays to pick something up for maybe a sibling or a friend or just anybody who's into the hobby that likes this stuff, I would say if you're looking for gifts, looking for something to buy your kids, I would definitely go with Crown Zenith or 151. You cannot go wrong there. Great gifts to buy, great sets to invest in, great sets to just buy, set it, forget it, put it in the closet. I think we're all ready for Crown Zenith to show us what it can do in terms of, you know, market value. It's crazy to see Crown Zenith sitting where it is, being so cheap still, sitting at retail still. I think it's super undervalued right now, so that'll be interesting. Same thing with 151. 151 is so fresh though that I think it's going to take a while for that product to dry up a little bit. And then of course Pokemon may reprint, restock stuff, and put it back on the shelves. Oh, also, before I forget, the restock that I was talking about the other day, I think was a glitch. Because I actually had, we saw something in our Discord today. Someone's Sun and Moon base booster boxes did not go through. So I'm guessing a lot of people's orders did not go through. It said there was an error, a glitch in the system. The order could not go through. Yeah, that's that. We'll give you a refund. So that's kind of a bummer. I feel bad for the people that were right on top of it and immediately put that money down because now their money is tied up for a couple days. So that's a little bit of a bummer. And Pokemon definitely screwed up on that, and they shouldn't have. You know, I know it's just like everything else, just too good to be true. Some stuff is just too good to be true. So be cautious out here. Be careful buying stuff on TikTok, but equally there are some amazing deals. And I'll leave you guys with that. Peace.